Welcome you live to Lenexa, Kansas in the Thunderdome on this rainy Thursday night. Maranatha versus St. James Academy about to set off. I'm Jude Wonder alongside Will Nichols. Will, what can we expect to see tonight?
Well, yeah, St. James coming back off McPherson tournament here coming into this one. 6-6 overall. They are 1-2 in that tournament. Big win against East. A couple really close losses against some good teams in Blue Valley West and Shawnee Mission East. Now coming back to the Thunderdome, they have Maranatha waiting for them. Maranatha is a team that comes into this one 3-9, having a little bit of a down year against much lesser competition than what the Thunder are used to playing. So this should be an interesting matchup tonight between Maranatha and St. James.
Yeah, absolutely. And something of notice, the bench has been absolutely lengthened, you could say, for the Thunder. You got the entire JV squad suiting up tonight. Expecting to see a lot of guys get in tonight, a lot of different people coming in and contributing on this one.
Absolutely. Now let's send it down for the national anthem and prayer.
Thank you, Will. What is one thing you felt the team learned in the tournament last week that can help them as the final month of the regular season is underway?
Well, we're getting ready to head into league play where we're going to be playing some physical teams, and we saw that last weekend. So we've got to tighten up our screening. We weren't very physical screening, and another thing is we got to get better communication, defensive transition.
What has been an important topic in practice recently that you are looking for your guys to execute tonight?
We gave them a couple days off from the trip. We're just looking to kind of continue to build on playing solid fundamental basketball.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Introduced between these two teams today. St. James definitely a team that's going to have the height advantage against Maranatha in this one. We'll see if St. James can take advantage of that. This is a game St. James comes into without Jonathan May. Jonathan May out tonight for the Thunder. Looks to be a short-term thing, but he will not be playing for St. James tonight, so Noah Hornback in that starting lineup now for the Thunder.
Yeah, and I believe that is his first start on the season. Noah Hornback, we saw last time we were announcing the game versus Blue Valley Southwest, his output on the boards. That was the main thing. He had around 15 rebounds, only playing 15 minutes. An insane stat line for him there. Can also contribute for the points and assists as well, but definitely glad to see him in the starting lineup tonight because he's definitely earned it.
Yeah, he absolutely has. Really good performance the last few games and getting rewarded in the starting lineup tonight for the Thunder. You already see right here at the tip-off how much of a height advantage St. James has.
Damol wins the tip for the Thunder.
You know, it's important for St. James to start out well early. St. James has played against some teams that they're much better than, haven't won by really as much as you would like or expect because they haven't started well. And how about that from Damol?
And one almost like an alley-oop play, using the height advantage like you talked about, and a chance for a three-point play. Evan Damol to start this one off.
Yeah, I think that was a nice opening set there by Coach Dom, trying to get the tallest player on the team, Evan Damol, an opportunity at the rim against a much shorter Maranatha team. Starting out that zone look, I think it's a really, really smart idea from Coach Dom there.
Damol hits the free throw. Good first possession for the Thunder. We'll see how they respond on defense. The Eagles with the ball. Owen Smale running the point. Inside, it's Daniel Dean. Over to the wing, dribble drive with the left on Damol. Kicks it out, thinks about the three, doesn't take it. They're going to say a travel on Pembroke Shaver.
Yeah, and that was a good try on the look there for Maranatha. Not much doing. They're going to have to be smart with their shot selection today. They're going to have a much more difficult time than they're used to getting good shots against the St. James team.
Advantage, but also the experience difference. This Maranatha team has two sophomores in the starting lineup. It's something you don't see very often out of any team in general.
Yeah, St. James with 4 seniors and a junior has started 2 years. As Hornback knocks that one in, but yeah, that veteran experience that St. James has is going to play a big impact today.
Good set there by the Thunder, getting it inside to Hornback for the easy 2. On the other end, it's Smale, guarded by Peters. Kicks it out deep wing. Back now into the corner. Smale will put up a 3. That one no good. Rebounded by Damol. Shaver with the 3, rather. Frautzel with it into the corner. Peters will try one. Up, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Hornback comes down with it. Kicks it out to Damol. Good hustle by Hornback. Peters now kicks it in. Open 3 for Kolich. Up and in. Good pass by Peters to set up the wide open Kolich to extend this lead out to 8-0.
What a great look that was from Peters, you know, known more as a scorer, showing off the passing ability there. Kolich knocking it down as well. You love to see him knocking down his first look of the night. Really, really solid start offensively for St. James.
Inglesby trying to work on Frautzel. Good move. Just can't get it to go. Offensive rebound for the Eagles. Kicks out, fighting for it. They're going to call a foul down low on the Thunder.
That was a really good look there by Inglesby, the sophomore inside. Just couldn't knock it down. You see the contact there, definitely a little bit of contact by Hornback. Going to be a reach in there.
Good move by Inglesby to get inside on Frautzel. Just couldn't put it up and in that time. Shaver with it inside, kicks it back out. Trying to drive in, kicks it out. It's Inglesby. I'm going to say he took too many steps, and the right call there. Thunder ball and another Eagles turnover.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate there for the Eagles. You know, they had what looked like was a good shot earlier in the possession by Inglesby that he ended up missing, and those are the sort of shots you can't make. You have to make, rather, if you're the Eagles, because when you miss, it turns into turnovers like that.
Eagles back in the zone sort of look here. Looks like a 3-2 or maybe a 1-2-2.
Yeah, matchup sort of zone. They're trying to really go to one side.
Peters tries a deep 3. That one nothing but net. Good shot there by Emmett Peters, and you cannot leave him wide open like that or he will hurt you.
Absolutely, and I love the confidence that St. James is playing with on the offensive end. Really, really strong start shooting-wise for the Thunder.
And another turnover on the other end for the Eagles. And Coach Keith Smith for the Eagles will call a timeout. Good start by the Thunder, getting out to 11-0 run.
Yeah, really good start by St. James on the offensive end. I've really liked a lot of the things they've been doing, and a lot of that offensive output has been because of the 3-ball so far. You see Peters, he's a guy you don't want to give any space to. You know, he comes into this one shooting at a high level, listed at 6'3", definitely a plus wingspan as well. So he's a guy really, really difficult to stop him once he gets that ball with just a little bit of space, because he has a very high release point on that shot.
Yeah, like you were saying, high release point. He loves to shoot those deeper threes, gives him more room to just get it over the guy, and it's nearly impossible for someone to block that shot. St. James with the ball, coming off of the timeout, nearing the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. 11-0 Thunder lead over the Eagles. Hornback with it now, kicks it into the corner to Kolich, back to Hornback. Hornback tries to fit it inside to Damo, not the smartest pass, turned over. Eagles basketball now, we'll see what they can do with it. It's Shaver.
Oh.
That one's gonna be a travel again. Their third travel already in this one, only 3 minutes in.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see if you're Maranatha on the offensive end and you see, yeah, definitely change the pivot foot there. That's going to be a pretty easy call for the refs every time when you see that pivot foot change. But Maranatha, they got to clean it up on the offensive end if they want to start getting good looks.
Here's within the corner, double team trap.
You see how aggressive they are going side to side defensively. St. James can just swing the ball a little bit. They're going to get really, really easy looks right now.
Hornback inside, kicks it out. Kolich thinks about the three, doesn't take it. Back, Fratzel tries one way downtown, up and in. Jacob Fratzel from way downtown drills the three.
How about that from Fratzel? His first bucket of the night, looking really, really solid there for the Thunder.
And like you were talking about earlier, I love to see the confidence in shooting this. Is this one, Emmett Peters still steals it away. One-on-one fast break up for an easy two.
Well, how about this start for St. James? 16 in a row. All 5 starters have scored. This is the exact sort of start you wanted if you were the Thunder.
Yeah, especially coming off a hard tournament with 3 games in about 3 days at the McPherson tournament. This is something you love to see, get the guys recouped and re-energized in this one.
Absolutely. Now, if you're Maranatha, 4 minutes in, you haven't had very many good looks. You got to take advantage of the looks you can get. That was a good look there, just didn't fall.
Good look, absolutely. Shaver just can't get the tough mid-range to fall. Hornback with it, kicks it back to Fratzel. Fratzel dribbling in with the left. Looking to kick it out. Good play by Inglesby to bat it away and get the steal for the Eagles.
It's a good play there by the guard. Inglesby, definitely the guy St. James seems most worried about offensively.
Inglesby 3 right around the rim and no good. Kolich now trying to push the pace. That one batted away. Kolich diving for it. Kolich comes down with it. Peters now, wide open 3. Oh, no good. Rebounded by Shaver.
That would have been a big shot right there to make it a 19-0 run to start for the Thunder. Peters just couldn't knock it down, though.
Good move inside. Great pass. Up and in for the and one and the first points of the night for the Eagles. Good pass inside to the sophomore, Pembroke. Shaver gets the and one.
Yeah, he's one of those many sophomores on this team that we're going to see play tonight for Maranatha. Good look there, all made by the teammate as well with a good pass. And if Maranatha wants a shot in this game, you got to make those sort of easy ones like that. You can't mess up on those ones, and they didn't there, so credit to Maranatha.
And a little bit of a weight released off Maranatha's back there. You got the first points, you can relax a little bit. Free throw, no good. Kolich with the rebound for the Thunder.
Interesting group here with St. James keeping Kolich and Peters on the court. So really, really solid shooting lineup they have out there right now.
Yeah, especially with Frankie Mangini and Matthew Davis. And as Kolich tries a deep 3, that one just short. Matthew Davis gets the offensive rebound. We're going to say they have to reset the shot clock. Remains Thunder ball. As another sophomore checks in for Maranatha. It's Ryder Casper.
And look at that 3 there by Fratzel. Really good look from behind the arc. Again, the confidence is something you really have to like right now if you're St. James.
Peters tries another one. That one up and in. Emmett Peters with another 3 from basically the exact same spot. You just cannot leave him that wide open.
Yeah, that's got to be on the scouting report if you're Maranatha. If there's one guy not to leave open from deep, it's Peters, and they haven't put enough pressure on him tonight. He's already got 8 for the Thunder.
That one batted away by Kolich. Ran into his own guy there. Good defense by Jake Kolich.
Now, if I'm Maranatha, you know, you don't have the size advantage in this game. That's obvious looking just player to player. St. James has the bigger guy in every matchup, so you got to use your quickness right now. Got to get the ball moving off the dribble drive like that there.
That one up, no good. Wapazetsky with the rebound. Mangini now running the point for the Thunder. He's going to take it all the way with his left hand up, no good. 2 free throws coming up for Frankie Mangini.
Love the assertiveness there from Mangini. You know, in the fast break, you're supposed to take it till somebody stops you. Nobody ever really stepped up and tried to stop Mangini, so that's the exact sort of look you want from him. And now he heads to the line. Place he has struggled a little bit this year. We hope to see him knock these free throws down now for the Thunder.
Mangini in and out on the first one. Like you talked about, a little bit of some free throw troubles we've seen. He's done a really good job at being able to get it to the rim and draw a lot of those fouls. He's made it to the line a lot so far in this season. Just hasn't been able to connect from the line at the percentage that the coaches would want.
Yeah, and it's definitely, as you see him miss another one there, I don't think it's a talent issue really at all. I think at this point it's kind of just more of a psychological thing that you just haven't been able to overcome, and this is the exact sort of game you want to try to get over those hurdles. A game like this, you already have a 17-point lead that you think you're probably going to expand upon. You want to use this time right now in a real game setting to maybe get over some of those hurdles.
On the right wing, kicks it over to the top of the key. Casper with it now. Gives it back to the right wing. Good entry pass inside. Layup up and in for Daniel Dean. Good entry pass there.
Yeah, Dean.
On the other end, Peters tries to lay up. No good. 2 shots coming up for him.
Good look by Peters on the offensive end for St. James. On the other end for Maranatha, nice bucket there by Daniel Dean. You know, that's a really important thing as well, using that speed in the cutting game as well. Really important for Maranatha. They got a really good look out of it. Dean, one of the 3 guys in double figures this year for Maranatha.
As Peters hits the first one. And a really young lineup in the game for Maranatha. We talked about it earlier, but even younger now. They have a freshman in the game, Mick Cottison, and another sophomore, Wesley Alsop. As Peters hits both from the line, Hornback will check back into the game for Peters.
Pretty solid first 6.5 minutes for Peters already with 10 points and an assist or 2 as well on the offensive end. He's been really productive, as you would expect him to be tonight for St. James.
Cottison with the ball, guarded by Mangini. Gives it over to Alsop on the right wing.
Movement off ball really important for Maranatha. You see him getting into one of their sets right now, but that's really the key, I think, for Maranatha. You're not probably going to beat St. James a ton one-on-one, so you got to create advantages in the driving game and move off ball.
Smale with it, trying to drive baseline, nowhere to go, has to kick it out.
Has to shoot it.
And that's a shot clock violation. Great defense there by the Thunder to force the shot clock violation.
Absolutely, and that right there, that shows what happens for this Maranatha team if they aren't moving off ball and aren't getting that, you know, advantage off a screen to drive. Right now, they're not having necessarily the talent to get by the Thunder straight up, so you gotta create something else to get that offensive advantage, and they didn't do it that possession, resulting in a turnover.
Kolich, corner 3, no good. They're gonna say an illegal screen on Kwapazetsky. I like the play design there, almost making that wall for Kolich to shoot a 3.
Yeah, and you see he was maybe moving that right arm a little bit, but that's something St. James, you know, like I said, this defense, this zone defense, are really committing to whatever ball side the ball is on, which means backside screen really can open up a shooter, and that's what St. James tried to do there.
Ryder Casper with it, gives it over to Alsop, guarded by Davis.
About a 10-second difference between shot and game clock.
Good block by Davis, regained by the Eagles. There's a 3, no good. Rebounded by Kolich. They can hold for the last shot in the quarter if they want to. Hornback with it, trying to push the pace. That one, I'm going to say last touch by the Eagles. Staying here with the Thunder, 17.8 seconds left.
How about the hero step from Hornback there in transition? Haven't seen him pull that move out much this year. Didn't work out, but that was a fun little move from Hornback.
Yeah, why not try out some new moves? You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? You got the lead, you might as well test out some new things. Kwapazetsky, corner 3, that one just short. Fighting for the rebound. Who comes down with it? No one else but Noah Hornback.
I'll tell you what, if his arm was an inch shorter there, he wasn't getting that rebound. He needed all of his wingspan to corral that ball in there.
Mangini passes inside. Hornback, baby hook, no good. Fights, gets his own rebound, kicks out Davis for a 3, no good. Noah Hornback with another rebound, puts it up, no good. So about 4 offensive rebounds on that possession, but no points for the Thunder. 21-4, the Thunder lead here at the end of the first quarter. Will, Obviously a big lead so far for the Thunder in this one. What have we seen them do particularly well?
Well, I think it's starting strong. I think that's really the key for the St. James team. And against a team like Maranatha that's not used to playing teams at the level of St. James, starting strong, not letting your opponent get any life in the first couple of minutes is really important. Something St. James has struggled with a lot this year against programs similar to Maranatha. And they did a great job today getting out to that early run, doing a great job offensively of spacing the floor and finding open shooters. And then defensively as well, St. James, I was really, really impressed with their attentiveness on ball, and then the defensive rebounding was also really, really strong. So overall, really, really good first quarter for St. James. Now you want to continue applying that pressure on your opponent here.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're expecting to see some of those bench guys get in more and more, especially now with the start of the second quarter. We see sophomore Frankie Hess out there. Fratzel back into the game, same with Damal and Matthew Davis and Mangini staying into the game here. We would love to see some of those sophomores and freshmen, some of those JV guys that haven't seen any varsity minutes besides the very end of blowout games to get some meaningful minutes in this one.
Absolutely, and for that to happen, St. James has to put together a really good quarter here. Right now, Maranatha, they're going about as small as they possibly can, so watch for them to use that speed to their advantage like they did there.
Good pull-up mid-range shot by Pembroke Shaver. Davis now trying to drive inside. Great pass and find inside to Damal. What a pass there by Matthew Davis.
My goodness, that was a big-time pass by Davis. He's a guy that doesn't have to create a lot in this offensive structure playing on the wings, but my goodness, what a look that was to get Damal. Easy two there.
Alsup with the ball, gives it over to Smale. Back to Shaver. Shaver with the hot hand in this one for the Eagles. Kicks out into the corner. Good defense by Mangini. Tries to put up a tough reverse layup. That one won't go. Rebounded by Damal. Fratzel now with the ball, trying to push the pace. Inside find. Damal up and in for the easy two.
And again, a great look by a St. James player, getting it to Damal. Credit to Damal knocking down these last two. It's what you're expected to do as a big guy here.
A deep three, that one off. Fratzel comes down with the rebound. Passes it inside. Another great find into Damal. Good pass by Fratzel to find Hess, and Hess right back to Damal. Damal 6 straight points, all off of good assists.
Yeah, I mean, he deserves credit for these baskets, sure, but man, St. James, Davis, Fratzel, Hess, back-to-back assists and great offense. That's exactly what I think you want to see from Coach Dom. Coming out of the timeout there, first 90 seconds, 3 great fast break opportunities by Thunder.
Inside it's Shaver. Post fade, no good. Rebounded by Damal. We'll see if the Thunder decide to push the pace again. Hess with the ball. Dribbling inside, kicks out to the corner. Davis with a three. That one goes. Matthew Davis with a big three.
And how about Hess? Back-to-back assists. Really, really good looks. You see Fratzel, the backside screen there. Didn't even need it because he was that open. And great job by Davis knocking down that corner three like we know he can right there.
Owen Smale going to the line to shoot two here. Foul on Mangini.
Smale's one of those other guys along with Dean that is in double figures on the year for Maranatha. He's a guy that they expect to do a lot of that scoring. Also one of the only seniors that plays for this Maranatha team. You see back here what a great look that was. You know, I love how he put it right in his chest. That was a great job by really making it easy for Damal. All he has to do is just go up with the ball at that point. Really, really good look by the Thunder.
Smale hits the free throw there. Hits both from the line. 30-8, the Thunder lead over this one. Over the Eagles in this one. Mangini still running the point for the Thunder. They've done a great job at being able to find people off the pass and score off assists so far in this quarter. Davis with it inside, tries to get it inside to Damal. This one's stolen away by Shaver. Shaver now looking to try to push the pace for the Eagles. Takes it all the way up with the right hand. That one just can't go. Rebounded by Davis.
St. James doing a great job running in transition, getting numbers like they have here.
Hess with the three. That one up and in. Frankie Hess with the three from the left arch.
You know, he's given St. James really good minutes. His first 3 minutes of the second quarter, he has played tremendous. Probably the best he's played at the varsity level.
As he bats one away here. Mangini comes down with it. Hess was the one that batted that one away. Good no-look pass by Mangini to Davis for the easy two.
Getting a little flashy with it there was Mangini on the pass. That's a great play there by St. James defensively. Maranatha definitely sped up.
Another travel there by the Eagles. 3-man substitution for the Thunder. It's Kolich, Peters, and Kwabazeski checking in the game.
You see that Hess 3 right there, wide open. Great job knocking it down for the Thunder. He stays out there right now after the substitutions, and he's definitely earned more minutes with how he started this quarter. Interesting with this zone look, they got him inside right now around Peters, Kolich, and Fratzel.
Hess inside, kicks it out. Peters, wide open look. Up and in. Can't get much easier for Emmett Peters. Easy catch and shoot all the time in the world. What you love to see out of the Thunder there. They're trying to get it inside into the zone and kick it back out.
Yeah, this is really a master class in defeating a zone right now that St. James is putting on. All you got to do is get it inside once and make a smart basketball play after that. That's exactly what St. James is doing tonight.
Then you got to think they need to switch the zone up or something, because the Thunder have been able to pick it apart pretty easily so far in this one tonight. You'd like to see them maybe switch it up and go man for a couple minutes, then go back to the zone.
Yeah, you see that reach in there by Kolich. Maranatha calls a timeout, but I think, you know, they're calling this timeout here. I think that's something you have to at least consider right now, changing up that defense down 30 with just 4 minutes left in the second quarter here.
Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. Your glory, God, is what our hearts long for. To be overcome by your presence, Lord.
We welcome you back to the Thunderdome. 38-8, the Thunder lead over the Eagles here with 4:14 left in the second quarter here. Maranatha with the ball, inbounds, good set play, just can't get the shot to go. Is Daniel Dean. Fratzel now with it in the open lane. Gets the easy 2.
Nice job by Fratzel again in the fast break. Good job there for St. James. Just got to keep applying the pressure right now, even out of timeouts.
Ryder Casper over to Dean. Now it's Joe Allen, his first minutes of the game. Kicks it into the corner to Wilkinson. Inglewood tries to get it over, or Inglesby, sorry. Deep 3 there, that one no good for Allen. Fighting for the rebound will be Thunder basketball.
St. James maybe not deserving of getting the ball after that one. They'll take it though. And you know, I got to give Maranatha credit. You know, they're not getting very many shots putting up right now because of so many turnovers and whatnot, but their shots have been decent shots. They just haven't been knocking down. So I think that has to be the positive on that end of the court for Maranatha. They're getting good looks. Now it's just about finishing the play.
Peters with it. Into the corner, good find to Kolich for 3. That one rattles home. Good pass by Peters to kick it out. And Kolich hits his second 3 of this one.
Big time shot there. White coming out of the timeout with the set play there, getting Peters going downhill even against the zone. Now you see St. James going with a zone of their own, a little bit of a 2-3 here, something we haven't seen much this year.
That one way too far there. Hess with the rebound, trying to put space for the Thunder. Bounce pass inside to Kolich. Kolich up with the right hand and in.
That was a great look once again by Hess. Hess has done a tremendous job passing the ball today for the Thunder. Kolich doing a nice job finishing the possession.
Hess already 3 assists in transition for the Thunder today. You love to see that. You got past the ball through transitions. That one batted away by Fratzel. Kolich maintains it. This one over to Fratzel. Easy layup up and in.
St. James just doing a great job. You know, this is sort of game where you can maybe take your eye off the ball a little bit, try to do too much, but I like that St. James is playing as controlled as they are right now.
Deep mid-range 2, no good. Rebounded by Kwabazeski. Timeout, Coach Stan Dom and the Thunder.
St. James wants to get some subs in there. I'm guessing Davis and Mangini checking in. St. James up 47-8, 2 minutes left in the second quarter here.
The Thunder lead in this one. Kolic with the ball, gives it over to Mangini. Mangini trying to get the high screen from Kwapazetsky. Davis now with it, gives it over to Kolic. Looks like they're in man for the first time that we've seen in a while. Mangini now trying to dribble drive in. That one blocked away. Mangini comes back down with it. Up with the right hand and in. Good block by Daniel Dean for the Eagles. But Mangini able to maintain it and put it up for two.
Yeah, it's just tough luck right there if you're Maranatha. You know, that was a great defensive possession. Going man was a smart decision there out of the timeout, and just bad luck with Mangini ending up with it.
You know, I think your best way to try to slow down this Thunder offense if you're Maranatha is try to switch up the defenses, maybe try to confuse them, switch every possession or two, as Hess with the rebound off of the long three. Davis into the corner, kicks it out Mangini. An extra pass to Kolic, doesn't take the three there.
St. James definitely seems like they're trying to slow down the pace a little bit, already up 41 in this first half. No need to rush into bad shots right now if you're the Thunder.
Absolutely. Right under a minute in the game clock here left in the first half. Hess will try a deep three. That one no good. Rebounded by Shaver and the Eagles.
That's the sort of shot that Hess likes to take right there. Really comfortable on that left wing. Just couldn't knock it down, but I think that, especially with the amount of time left in the shot clock, that's a shot St. James likes right there from Hess.
About a 15-second differential between shot and game clock. There's a deep mid-range shot, no good. Davis comes down with the rebound. Shot clock is off. They can hold for the last shot if they want to.
Yeah, and you gotta think they will here. Ball going to Mangini, to point guard. Looks like Maranatha is still in that man-to-man look, so that's the sort of play that St. James is gonna have to run their offense against here. Just going high ball screen.
Right under 5 seconds left in this one. Kolic into the corner. Gotta put something up soon. Tries to put up a tough shot. Gets the foul call. And 2 shots coming up for Jake Kolic.
Yeah, just 1.1 left on the game clock right there when Kolic got fouled. So he'll go to the line now to shoot a pair for the Thunder.
Kolic's first free throw up and in. The Thunder hit 50 points in this one. Some games they haven't even put up 50 in the entire game. Already at 50 in the first half here.
Yeah, just a few days ago against Blue Valley West, the St. James team only was able to get 46, and McPherson already with 51 to start out here.
51-8. Half court heave to end this one. No good there. 51-8. The Thunder lead this one going into the second half.
Really the start you wanted to see right there if you're a Thunder. Now let's send it down to Mary Claire with Coach.
Thank you, Will. Clear advantage here tonight, Coach. What is the message to the team to maintain the focus in the second half?
It's still about playing the right way. Our guys did a really good job of not gambling and not playing anything crazy, and just trying to play the way we're trying to get better every day.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
The second half in just a few moments.
From Thunder Studios in Lenexa, Kansas, this is TBN Pulse.
Hello, Thunders. I'm Juan Santoyo. In this episode of TBN Pulse, we'll talk to Mrs. Walters, our Director of Community, to talk about how our community systems build up God's kingdom in our school. And we have a profile of Mrs. Comfort, who is new to St. James Academy this year. This is TBN Pulse.
Each of our communities are named after saints, so we have 8 different communities, and really what sets them apart is kind of the charism that gets developed out of that saint's spirituality. The dean and the community captains, mentors and house captains are always praying with that saint. At community prayer each day, the prayer that is led by the dean and the community captains was actually written. We wrote all of those except Padre Pio. Padre Pio's prayer was written by Saint Padre Pio, and they pray a portion of it. But every time communities come together, we're praying those prayers that were either written by people in our community out of that charism of that saint. Another example would be in St. Catherine, right? Mr. Matt Joshi, the dean, wrote that prayer, and he knows St. Catherine very well from reading her writings and her spirituality. And even over in MOLA, MOLA cares a lot about the pro-life issues and honoring the dignity of life from conception to natural death. So they help form in their community this identity around we want to honor and respect each human person. They pray with it, and then they find ways to live it out on a daily basis. Dean and the community captains work to organize our announcements and any celebration of props, or I know MOLA does MOLA mentions, just to kind of celebrate the good that is happening on a daily basis. There's a culture that's formed within each community, and a lot of it has to do with the spirituality of the saints, and also just the personalities of your leadership team too, for the personalities of your dean and your mentors and your community captains and your house captains.
Community, to me, is a place where I find family and a real connection between brothers and sisters in Christ. I ran for community captain because I thought it would be fun to be able to lead the community that I love very much and all of my friends.
Are we perfect at community here at St. James Academy? No, but is it worth it? Absolutely. And that coming together in community, we are going to pass on the faith through building relationships. But if we don't know one another and trust one another first with those small talks in those little ways, then it's not going to build to those bigger conversations.
Our community system is another part of what makes St. James Academy so great. Thank you to Cooper Nash for producing that segment. At the beginning of the school year, we added a bunch of great staff. Let's meet another one and get to know Mrs. Comfort.
My name is Emily Comfort. I teach Salvation History, so I teach freshman Salvation History, and I also coach C-team volleyball. Being in the classroom is really great, and I love the aspect of getting to know my students, but even getting to teach some of my students that I coach, get to know them in a new and different way and get to know more kids. So I think it just kind of crosses the boundary of class lines, and it crosses the boundary of other kind of cliques that high school typically brings. And so I like that about volleyball. I like the fact that we are very faith-based. I like that. We strive to be inclusive but also compete and have a lot of fun. Having more faces, especially as an incoming freshman or as a transfer student, having more faces for people that you know, that you can see passing in the hallway or at Thunder Black, just having some people kind of built-in friends is really nice, as well as just being a part of something special, which I think we are here. So for me, we tend to start practice with prayer and end practice with prayer. Which is awesome. I think it's also a big example of it is just living it out loud. Living it with the girls on the team, living it with my family and with our parents on the team as much as we can. And then just really bringing it to life as we go. Best part about coaching at a Catholic school, definitely being able to pray with my kids. I think there's a really special aspect of being able to start a competition with prayer, or just be mindful of what's going on in our community and being able to go to the Lord with that as a team and not just feel alone in that aspect.
Becca Cordova. I play volleyball. I pray before and after every game because I know that with God I can do my best and He'll help me get through whatever I need to get through. I feel like this year was a lot of sisterhood was incorporated in it, with the team showing up for the other teams in their games. Freshman year I was gonna try out, but then I had health issues and I was injured in my knee. So finding out I wasn't gonna be able to play was a lot. It was really sad, but then this year through a lot of prayer and hard work, I almost wasn't able to play. but I went to adoration one day, and when I got home, my mom told me that she would take me to a different doctor to get my physical signed so I could. Well, most people basically like have the same faith in how we're able to pray together before and after games and practices to like come together.
That segment was produced by My Dvorak. Thank you to Mrs. Comfort for the interview. And thank you to all the students in the St. James Academy Media Arts program for making these segments. And thanks to you for watching TBN Pulse. I'm Juan Santoyo. God bless you. Go Thunder!
We welcome you back. 51-8 Thunder lead in this one. Special guest Isaac Woolett. Isaac, give us a little bit of a recap of this first half for us.
Yeah, so it just looks like.
Hold on that 1 second. Mary Claire with the interview.
What are you looking for in some of the younger players here in the second half?
Just for them to play hard. They got a really good win against the Rockhurst JV team, so just trying to continue that momentum for them to play hard, hit some shots.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Claire. Back to Isaac. Isaac, give us a little bit of a recap of that first half for us.
Yeah, so it's just raining buckets for the Thunder right now from the three-point land. You know, these layups are just too easy, like the layup warm-up lines they're doing right now. You know, just looking on Max Preps here, it says they are ranked 264th. I do say I have to agree with that myself. And, yeah, that's what I've seen today. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Isaac. Isaac, as you know, one of the funniest guys we have on our TBN game day for the football season. Who knows, might have another one for the basketball season. But thank you, Isaac. 51-8 Thunder lead in this one. Like you said, raining buckets from three. We've seen that a lot so far in this one. Lots of three-pointers made. Will, what do you think are some halftime adjustments for this Eagle team?
Yeah, I think right now it starts defensively. I think that's where you got to focus up right now, because right now St. James, they're getting just way too many easy baskets in the transition game and in the half court. You see St. James now, they're going with the JV players to start out with their first five all being JV guys right now, so that's an interesting thing to keep note of right now for the Thunder. A lot of guys getting their first varsity minutes of the year. Yeah, it looks like the main varsity guys are probably out of this one, sitting at the end of the bench now. The five out there is Luke Colich, Frankie Hess, Grady Ogden as he tries a three. No good. Fighting for the rebound is Luke Neeson, and at the 5 spots, Luke Bossy. And that's a three there by Ogden. You know, Ogden has been said to be, by many of the guys on the team, one of the best, if not the best shooters on the team, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to shoot that three ball. Rare miss from him behind the arc. He's a guy that has been, you know, really magnificent from behind the arc at the JV level, when you expect that to translate as well at the varsity level here. Just a sophomore, so growing into his body, but a really, really good shooter. Yeah, Ogden and Luke Colich, probably the two top scorers on this JV team. Right on cue, Luke Colich. That one just can't go. Tough right-handed layup.
Smale now with the ball. Gives it over to Shaver. Thinks about taking a three, he doesn't. Kicks out now, it's the top of the key, it's Inglesby. D mid-range two, no good for Dean. Rebounded by Hess, and the Thunder looking to push the pace here. They have the numbers. Hess goes up for two, can't get it, but 2 shots coming up for the sophomore.
Yeah, I like the take there by Hess in transition. Again, you have 4 guys against 2, maybe 3 there if you're St. James. Go at the rim, make them stop you. Maranatha wasn't able to do so without fouling, so Hess gets to the line. Good play there.
Hess can't get the first one to go.
You know, with this lineup St. James has out here right now, it is a smaller group than what St. James has been going with most of the night. So Maranatha maybe used that to their advantage a little bit here in the second half.
Smale with it, gives it over to Dean. Back inside to Smale. Good pass inside, blocked away by Luke Neeson.
That was a great block there by Neeson. Really solid play, though, by Inglesby there.
Ogden, good pass into the corner for 3. Luke Neeson, that one off. Bossy with the rebound, up, no good. Fighting for the rebound again, it's Ogden. Ogden gives it over to Coolidge. Coolidge looking to drive in. Left hand up, no good. Been a little bit of a closed rim on the basket so far in this second half for the Thunder.
Absolutely, and you know, you have to keep in mind these guys just finished a game not even 20 minutes ago, so definitely a different sort of circumstance than they're used to playing in right now.
Dean with the ball, gives it over to Smale. Inglesby guarded by Luke Coolidge. Talked about it for a while. Luke Coolidge got his first varsity bucket off of the assist of his brother against Aquinas at the end of that game.
Not just
a rebound, no good.
Not just any assist, it was an alley-oop play against Aquinas. I mean, that is a really, really special way to get your first bucket, especially at the height he's at.
Luke Neeson tries another three, no good. Hess thought Coolidge would be in the corner, tried to rifle a pass back at him, but that one goes out of bounds and the turnover for the Thunder.
Yeah, instead of grabbing the ball, he turned into Mahomes there a little bit, trying to throw it towards the sideline. Nobody was there, so threw it out of bounds. But I like the idea of Hess there, knowing if you can't get the ball, he has tried to get it to a teammate. Just didn't really work out there for the Thunder.
Yeah, it looked a little bit Mahomes-Burrow-esque, I guess you could say. Maranatha with the ball here. It's Cottison to inbound it, and Alsup running the point. Alsup gives it over to Allen. Allen trying to get it inside. That one batted away by Ogden. Coolidge now with it. Coolidge gets it inside. Good pass
walk.
Up. No good by Bossy. Up for the rebound. No good by Neeson. Fighting for the rebound. Ogden comes down with it. Up. No good. And 2 shots coming up for Grady Ogden.
Well, there are a lot of shots right now that St. James is missing. You're seeing some of them right now as Ogden gets to the line using his length to his advantage. But, St. James missing a lot of easy buckets right now, a lot of buckets we know these guys can make. Definitely feels like, they're a little bit tired from the game that just finished. And then also definitely think there are some jitters right now as well with a lot of these guys playing their first varsity minutes together. So a lot of things coming into play here with St. James maybe not performing up to the level you would expect of some of these guys in their first varsity minutes.
Ogden hits both free throws. Deep corner 3. That one in and out for Allen. Coolidge looking to push the pace for the Thunder. Good move up with the right hand, up and in. Good move by being able to get the ball over the defender and put it up and in. They're going to call the foul there on Neeson.
That was a great finish there by Coolidge. I mean, you don't normally see a guy that's, 5'7", 5'8", whatever he is height-wise. You don't see him normally take it over a defender like that in transition, but he knew he had the advantage there, did just that, taking it over the defender. What a strong finish that was by Luke Coolidge.
Listed at 5'10", probably right around 5'8", 5'9", realistically. But a good take as he bats this one away. Looks like he gets held, and they're going to call it right there. Coolidge had the bat away here.
Yeah, you see him putting the pressure on the offensive player, and yeah, definitely a hold there. And that's something that's really plagued Maranatha all night. They're doing a bad job right now. They're holding the ball for a couple seconds too long every time on the offensive end. That's definitely something that they've been struggling with a little bit. They got to be a little bit more decisive, and a big part of that is having guys that are cutting, moving a little bit more than they are right now off ball.
Timeout for Coach Smith and the Maranatha Eagles. 5:12 left in the third quarter here, 56-8. Love to see some of these younger guys getting an entire second half, and we'll see even more guys check in probably here in a little bit.
Yeah, you would have to think they're going to get, they have 5 JV guys out there right now, or guys that don't play a ton of varsity minutes. You got to think there's it looks like about 6, 7 more on the bench right now. You got to think they're going to get in here as well a little bit as the game continues on. But I don't know. I mean, if you're St. James, I don't think you're really pleased with this first 3 minutes from this group. They haven't really performed up to their standards offensively, so I think you want to see that over these next couple minutes.
Ogden corner 3, that one just short. Neeson comes down with the offensive rebound. Hess with it inside, gives it over to Bossy, up and in. Good job offensive rebounding here by the Thunder.
Yeah, Neeson's played a really, really solid start for the Thunder right now, both defensively with that block earlier and good job rebounding as well.
Deep 3, no good. Bossy with the rebound. It's Neeson. Cross court pass to Hess and transition. Reverse layup, just no good. Rebounded by Bossy and back to Hess. We've seen almost every single possession, if it's not a first make, an offensive rebound. So that layup won't go there for Ogden.
Yeah, St. James is getting a lot of guys involved right now. We're getting a whole new 5 checking in here in a minute. Nice 3 there.
Joe Allen gets his first bucket of the night on a deep 3. And a fresh 5. Ready to check in for the Thunder.
Yeah, Allen's not a guy that scores a whole lot, not really on the scouting report very much, so nice shot there by him.
It's going to be an entire mass substitution here for the Thunder.
Yeah, 5 new guys coming in for the Thunder, and we're seeing here that offensive rebound. How about that play by Luke Neeson, then Hess getting it to Bossy, but Luke Neeson, really, really impressive play there, going up, high pointing the ball like a receiver and coming down with it, making the play right there for St. James.
A brand new 5 out there for the Thunder. It's John Hornback, Jamison Fitzgerald, Jace Wright, Brady Boydston, and Henry Block. Wright goes up with a foul on the floor.
Yeah, and you see that foul here, right? Trying to take it inside a little bit. Too much contact on the body bump there by Shaver.
John Hornback with it. Gives it over to Boydston. It's Fitzgerald.
St. James doesn't really have a primary ball handler on the court right now, so it's going to be on everybody else to kind of create looks for each other right now without that true point guard out there.
Boydston with it on the right wing. 15 on the shot clock. Boydston going to drive up with the right hand up and in and one. Brady Boydston gets his first bucket of the night on a tough and one bucket.
My goodness, how about that strength right there? The football player definitely looking like one, taking on 3 defenders and going through the contact. That was a big, big time finish by Boydston.
Like you said, using his strength there. 3 different guys up on him, gets it up and in and finishes the 3-point play there to extend the lead out to 50.
Maranatha has to use more of the shot clock right now to try to find that good look that they need.
Call foul on the floor on Block. Block, the tallest player on the court right now, listed at 6'4", the transfer sophomore.
Yeah, you're seeing that little half spin move by Boydston going up. Lots of contact by Daniel Dean and still finishing the play, and the bench loved it as well. That was a big time play there by Boydston.
Absolutely, and you love, especially when your starters and main juniors and seniors on varsities. There's a good bucket by Jace Wright.
How about that finish there by him?
We love to see the bench getting into it, this one cheering on their younger guys you saw there. With the tough and one bucket by Boydston. Good bucket on the other end for the Eagles.
That's Brock Nelson there with bucket, his first one of the night.
Fitzgerald up with the left hand, up and in. They're going to say it's a charge.
St. James doesn't love it. That's probably the right call right there, but you definitely got to see, I think, what Fitzgerald is so good at. Look at the speed he takes there. Taking it right to the rim was Fitzgerald. Just unfortunately, a charge gets called. Now a little bit of a zone look, 2-3 zone here. St. James much more length with this 5 than they had with the last 5, so that might work out a little bit better here.
Good move up and in by Owen Smale.
A little bit of a run Maranatha's on right now, making this a little bit less of a deficit.
Right with the ball, gives it over to Hornback. Hornback dribbling in with the right hand, kicks out. Boydston will try a 3. No good, fighting for the rebound. Will be Shaver coming down with it, and the foul on the Thunder.
You know, and that's not a bad look necessarily from Boydston in the corner. He was open, but I think if you're St. James, you know, how you're playing right now against Maranatha, I think you probably want to work for a better look than that. At least maybe a work a little bit later in the shot clock. Probably want to work for a 2 instead of a 3 there if you're St. James. But, you know, he was open, so not necessarily a bad shot. Just could have worked for a better shot there if you're St. James.
Smale with the ball, kicks it out to Inglesby. That's going to be going to call a foul on the floor. Almost looked like a carry a little bit there by Shaver, but we're going to say the foul before it.
Yeah, and we're seeing it a little bit there. Yeah, a little bit of a difficult decision there for the refs going both ways there, but they're going to let Shaver get to the line.
And in the bonus, 2 shots coming up for him. That one well short there by Shaver. Shaver splits the pair there at the line. 63-16 is our score here. Right around 1:30 left in the third quarter. Wide open Wright will try a 3. That one up and in.
How about that? Jace Wright now leading all of the guys that have played this half with 5. Really nice play there, finding him down there as well.
And Jace Wright, only a freshman, listed at 6'2", and able to score at a high volume already in the second half. This one batted away, somehow maintained by the Eagles. Driving baseline, kicks out into the corner. Open look for 3. Shaver no good. Fighting for the rebound, and Shaver that comes down with it. They're going to say a travel.
Man, I don't know how you don't call a foul there on somebody. There was a lot of bodies flying for that to be a travel call, but nonetheless, St. James can retain possession here.
Hornback running the point. Under a minute left in this one. Let's see if they try to hold for a 2-for-1 maybe.
Getting inside the block. He has the height advantage.
Good post move up and in for the easy 2.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. If you're a guy like Block, you know, you have such a size advantage, taking advantage of it here.
And stolen away by Boydston. He goes up with it. No good. Can't get the layup to go. Hornback comes down with the rebound for the Thunder. I'm going to say a foul on the floor. In the bonus, will be 2 shots coming up for John Hornback.
I really like the energy this 5 has played with for St. James the last few minutes here. You know, they've really played with a lot of focus, a lot of care right now for the basketball, but I really, like I said, the energy defensively and in the fast break has been really good with this unit for the Thunder.
Hornback misses the first free throw. John Hornback looking like his brother there a little bit with that offensive rebound. Coming down with it. Hornback splits the pair from the line. 33.7 seconds left in the third quarter here. They can hold for the last shot if they want to. 69-16, Thunder lead. Maranatha with the ball. They're call foul on the floor there, and 2 more shots coming up, this time for Brock Nelson.
Yeah, you know, St. James had 51 that first half. Looked like they were on pace for 100. Still could get it. That's going to be more difficult here. So you see Block trying to make the play defensively there. Just cut him off a little bit too much.
First free throw, no good for Nelson. Right around 24 seconds left in the quarter here. Is that one well short, fighting for the rebound. It'll be Wright that comes down with it. The Thunder can hold for the last shot, and they probably will. Hornback running the point here for the Thunder.
St. James running a little set here. Let's see what they're going to try to run. You see Block at the top of the key, probably a screen and roll sort of action with him.
Fitzgerald with it, gets the high screen. Oh, he's going to drive inside, kicks it out to Wright. Wright will try a corner 3. That one no good, almost banked in. As that full court heave, well short there. Now will be the end of the third quarter, 69-16, Thunder lead over the Eagles here in this one. We'll be right back here for the fourth quarter on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
So in 2022, we started a 3-year strategic plan for St. James Academy, and one of the imperatives was to create a campus master plan. It started with the media and rhetoric arts classrooms, and we wanted to make sure we were doing things in the right order. We're at 10.8 million right now, right about 10.8, and we need to get to 15 million over the next 6 months. And then we can start working on the Cultural Arts Center as well. So we're meeting with people all the time about what they want to support.
We welcome you back here to the Thunderdome. 69-16, Thunder lead this one. We've seen so far in the second half lots of the more JV guys to get into this one. The 5 out there to start this quarter is Luke Kolich, Charlie Heinen, Luke Neeson, Luke Bossy, and Grady Ogden. 3 Lukes out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that you don't see every day. That maybe, hopefully in a year or two, we can get that to translate to the varsity level. Got to think that would be some sort of Kansas record right there for most Lukes on a roster at one time. Back to the zone look now, and wide open look there. Bad defense by the Thunder.
Corner 3, no good there. It'll be out of bounds and Thunder basketball. And there'll be a running clock here in the 4th quarter due to the point differential.
Yeah, probably better for both teams if they just get this one finished up a little quicker. Good look by Ogden.
Ogden, that one drained in a pure jump shot there by the sophomore Grady Ogden.
He's a guy that can fill it up from deep, knocking down his first 3 of the night there.
Mid-range, no good. Ogden with the rebound. Ogden gives it over to Neeson. Thinks about a 3, doesn't take it. They're going to say he took too many steps. And the travel call there.
Yeah, good look there by St. James. You see that 3 from Ogden. He's a guy like Peters, higher release point, and he's a little more comfortable shooting it a little farther away from that 3-point line. He's a guy, you know, anywhere pretty much past the logo, he can pull up and knock it down.
That one up and in. Good bucket there by Daniel Dean.
Yeah, Dean, along with Shaver, leading the way with 4 points right now tonight for Maranatha. Those are both their leading, 2 of their leading scorers on the year as well.
Luke Kolich with it now. Over to Ogden. He'll try another one. Why not let it fly? Grady Ogden with his second 3 already in this quarter.
Yeah, and you know, he shot a couple earlier on and they weren't going down, but you love the confidence, you know, to keep shooting it.
So there's an open 3. That one no good. Fighting for the rebound. Luke Neeson comes down with it and draws the foul.
Neeson's done a great job rebounding tonight for the Thunder.
Luke Kolich running the point. Over to Heinen and back to Ogden. Gets the high screen by Bossy. Back to Bossy. Luke Kolich, open look for a 3. That one just rolls off there. Rebounded to the Eagles. Inglesby looking to push the pace here. Trying to get into the corner. That one stolen away by Heinen. Luke Kolich now with it.
Move.
Good move on the fast break. Over to Neeson. Tries to get it back to Ogden.
Put it up. Oh, no.
Fight for the ball. They're going to say his last touch by Maranatha. Stay here with the Thunder.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more of a sloppy possession there for St. James on the fast break. So we're going to keep possession. That's really the important thing for St. James.
Luke Kolich to inbound. Gives it over to Neeson. Neeson back to Kolich. Kolich deep 3. That's a good look for him, and a deep 3 for Luke Kolich.
Good look there for Kolich, giving him 5 on the night.
And that one there looked like it was more in rhythm. Looked like he kind of forced the one right before it, but that one, smooth shot in rhythm. He's going to hit that one every time. Over that one, batted away. Inglesby with it, gets it into the corner to Shaver. Shaver trying to work on Neeson. Back to Dean inside. It's Smale now with it, guarded by Ogden. 3 on the shot clock, gotta put something up. Tough mid-range floater, up and in. Good bucket there by Pembroke Shaver.
Nice bucket there by the Eagles. Really like that look.
Ogden way
Deep.
downtown. No good there. Heat check there by Grady Ogden.
Yeah, a little bit of a heat check. And, another guy that liked his heat checks, Deion Waiters, he's a guy who said, I'd rather go 0 for 30 than 0 for 9 because you go 0 for 9, that means you stop shooting. That means you lost confidence. And that's something that I think really holds true, rings true in a game like this. You just got to keep shooting, got to keep putting it up, even if the shots aren't falling like they haven't been for a lot of these guys tonight for St. James.
Yeah, and Deion Waiters definitely one of those guys that you think of when you hear like three-point shooting.
Absolutely.
Think of Deion Waiters right away.
Well, and irrational confidence too. I mean, that's really what he's kind of been known for in his NBA career, and so, definitely known for that as well.
Absolutely. Speaking of irrational confidence, Isaac Woltz did say that he would beat anyone in the court in a 1v1. So
yeah,
interesting.
I'm not sure
note
about
there.
that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. Fitzgerald now with it, gives it over to Hornback. He has a fast break. Oh, he got smacked there.
Man, that was a hard foul on Hornback. My goodness. Takes it in with strength and confidence. You like that, but man, he got hammered there. Probably could have passed it off, but, like we were just saying, we like the confidence. That's what we want to see from these guys right now for St. James. Like they was willing to take it to the rack there.
And the free throw up and in for John Hornback. Interesting note, John Hornback, as a freshman last year, started on the baseball team pretty much every single game. Obviously, good athlete.
Yeah, he's got to be one of the only guys that we really have at St. James that has played varsity football, basketball, and baseball in their first couple years here. That's a really, really rare sort of athlete to have.
Yeah, and especially in years to come, definitely going to be a key factor for the Thunder in all three sports this year and next year.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's going to be a travel call there.
Thunder basketball, John Hornback still running the point. 80-20, a 60-point lead here for the Thunder.
Last couple of minutes here, you want to see St. James really hone in on the details. Great look there by Wright.
Jace Wright's been able to score at a high volume in this second half so far for the Thunder. Only a freshman, definitely someone you expect to see. John Hornback with it now, gives it over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald up, no good there. Fighting for the rebound, it's Hornback that comes down with it. Kicks it out to Boydson. Boydson will try a three. That one no good, rebounded by Dean and the Eagles.
Great looks all around by St. James, just not able to get any of them to fall. And again, another Hornback, another offensive rebound. And we got a wedgie in the final minute. You'll love to see it.
And that three was from way downtown. I mean, that was further than NBA range. I don't know, I mean, irrational confidence, I guess, but.
Final minute here of play for the Thunder.
Fitzgerald with the ball. Kicks into the
Good
corner.
luck.
John Hornback will try a three. That one just short. Fighting for the rebound. Block comes down with it. Kicks it out. Fitzgerald's going to get a bucket.
How about the assist from his knees for Henry Block right there, and Fitzgerald finishing the play, but you don't see that very often.
And there's a three-point bucket on the other end. Like you were saying, good assist over there on his knees. 10 seconds left in this one. That's going to be it in this one. 84-23. The Thunder are going to win this one. Big win for the Thunder, winning by 61 points.
Yeah, and you'll love, I think, St. James, a lot of different guys getting it going on the offensive end, a consistent defensive effort throughout the night as well. You know, this is what you talk about when you imagine a complete game, you know, from the first minute to the last. St. James played with the same sort of energy level and effort, and I think that really ended up, you know, paying off in the 60-point win here for the Thunder.
And we'll send it down to Mary Claire with Coach Stan Dahm.
Well, it was good that we got the whole program their first varsity experience. I get that's important to give those guys a taste of what the varsity competition feels like. Hopefully, motivates them for the future.
What does the team's mindset need to be to get ready for the heart of the EKL schedule coming up?
Well, that's what we talked about. Was this is it's going to be a whole different ball game next Friday when the boys from Blue Valley North come in. But we got 8 good days to prepare for them. We're going to take tomorrow off and have some fun as a program, and we'll get ready for the Mustangs next week.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Declare 84-23. The Thunder win this one over the Eagles. I'm Jude Wonder alongside Will Nichols and all our TBN crew. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you next time here on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.